We're going to be launching a brand new website here in just a couple of weeks, sort of a pre-order website. We have a very short time frame to before China actually finishes manufacturing the game and then ships it off, and it'll be on the ocean for anywhere between 6 to 8 weeks, depending on whether we go through LA or Boston. And that's an interesting time period because we can increase our order up to the point that they've shipped the game. And what this allows us to do is basically have a much stronger initial impact, and which will help the success of the game. If there's enough people playing, if it hits that sort of critical mass point where we have enough people playing the game, that it will help fuel this community. It's very important to me to fuel the community of Serpent Stone because we have a lot planned for it. The augmented reality gaming aspect, or alternative reality gaming, has really fostered under the very capable hands of Jason Carter. This book right here is so full of so many different puzzles that you wouldn't even believe it. And small codes and references and alternate story paths that will all be tracked online under your player profile, under your mystery path page, and will allow you to unlock extra avak-shar, totally unique and customized incantations, artifacts, specializations. In fact, the reason why we went with this whole binder system was that you could actually unlock and earn special customized pages from a codex that in the storyline of Serpent Stone has been lost and refound from previous magi that have come before, and will give you the clues necessary to unlock really powerful, very unique and legendary spells. And then you will actually be able to take that page and physically put it into your codex, thus collecting a codex that's more powerful and more rare than the magi around you. So anyway, we have a lot planned, so we are offering a few incentives for any pre-orders that come in between now and the time it leaves China. And this is the reason why I bring it up. I want to increase those pre-orders to help fuel that community and just the success of the game. But if we can get enough pre-orders, it's going to allow us to do something that's sort of based off the Foursquare system. I would like to launch, or very close at launch or shortly thereafter, a online mobile nexus of magi, or what we've been calling the Scrying Stone, which will be basically a mobile app that will allow you to detect other magi when they're around you. When they enter into a 2-mile radius based off of your GPSs, you'll get an alert that an awakened approaches, and will set off a whole different range of options that will allow you to make contact with them, chat with them, set up a game, record the results of that game, and all of this will be tied into your mystery path, as you will receive different benefits and more clues after you have made contact or defeated or assisted the different magi in your area. And I think we'll just add a really rich, real texture to the very launch point of Serpent Stone. We have really good plans as far as augmented reality, big ambitious plans as far as augmented reality gaming goes in the future, but this is something that's accessible and will be at least a tiny taste of what's to come. Anyway, I think it will be a very important system, and we can afford it if we increase our amount of pre-orders. So, in order to stimulate pre-orders, I would like to open up the KickStarter rewards to legacy founders. We have about 1,300 backers in the Order Principium, and I estimate that we could get another 1,500 to 2,000 more before everything leaves China and heads for the other parts of the world. And but during the Kickstarter campaign, we had communicated these Kickstarter rewards as Kickstarter exclusive. And so these are yours, and that exclusivity is part of what you backed and part of the reward that we offered you. So that's why I'm asking you for your permission, basically, and your participation in opening up those Kickstarter exclusive rewards to legacy founders only. Now, they won't ever, once it leaves for China, that's it. They will be locked in. But by offering and opening up those Kickstarter rewards, and in particular the bonus specializations, the artifacts, and some of the bonus encounter cards, and a couple of bonus incantations, will really help us generate and fuel some more pre-orders and indoctrinate more people into the Order Principium. you'll be divided between founders and legacy founders. And so there will be a certain distinction and a special badge online for those who were Kickstarter founders as opposed to legacy founders. But it's what I would like to do, so please feel free to respond or reply or comment on the forums to this request. And so just so I have a general sort of feeling, I have my finger on the pulse of the Ordo Principium of what you feel or think about it. Are you willing to give up a little bit of your exclusivity, or at least broaden it a little bit, in order to fuel and support a larger Serpent's Tongue society at launch? Anyway, that's the update, and we're going to have a few more updates coming out in the next couple of weeks that we're going to be putting onto this brand new website. But for right now, let's talk to Brian for a minute about some of the other needs that we have from Art. Thanks for watching this, and once again, thanks for your support. And I want you to know I really appreciate it. And I'm sorry about the delay, but we are close to the end. Thanks.